Is this your homework, Larry?
Hey, Tritos. Welcome to the Thursday stream. Hope you're having a better one than the NASDAQ and a lot of different individual assets that kind of got hit pretty hard today, and it all started dumping when Jerome Powell started speaking, or when he finished up speaking, just talking about the economy and how job creation will pick up eventually, but there's still just it's a wait and see on the economy, right? Long way from their goals. He was quoted saying, all right, be patient. If there's a transitory rise in inflation, which is very possible, remember 40% of all US dollars in circulation were created in the past 12 months. And yeah, bond market, he was, I said that caught his attention. I don't know how it couldn't catch your attention. 10-year bond yields rose to fresh highs today, and it like a couple days ago it popped, but today, after market closed, highest level since February last year. So yep, definitely kind of concerning there. People are scared, but Bitcoin, yeah, sold off, unable to break that 52K area, just a couple local highs. Right back from February 24th, or February 17th, right? Okay, it happens a little. You're diverging just maybe a little bit on the MACD. Pullback, having no lower lows yet, not yet. Right, this sell-off was, I think, extremely tied to the macro. It was metals was selling off at the same time, everything really. So, but if you're scared, all right, if you're scared about Bitcoin, man, just do this. Just look at the daily, look at the parabolic trend line. Look at the hidden bullish divergence still in development. Yeah, oh, is that a bearish engulfing candle? I mean, I guess you could consider it that if you get a close below the open from yesterday. 48,436. It'd be nice to close above that. It's very possible. Again, man, I don't really think it's that big of a deal until you start breaking below the lowest low, which was on February 28th. That's when you're in trouble, when you're breaking below February 10th's manufactured low point. Heck, man, you could go back test that as support, as you haven't since you sprung. So above the 200 moving average, and at this point, it's kind of crazy, right? Think about if you pivoted here, like you could already start making the argument for hidden bullish divergence on both oscillators. Right, the low that was down 44K, and the much higher low, already you have higher levels of negative momentum. So it seems like that is almost very possible that it would eventually appear or develop, and then your RSI even locally. I mean, here was that local low where you pivoted a couple days ago, right? And you're making higher lows right now, lower levels relative strength. So no matter what way you look at it, for now, there's that argument for divergence, hidden divergence, which is bullish, implying continuation in the upside. All right, nothing to worry about yet. Just everything kind of crapping out with the macro. That's right, the US dollar had a really nice day. I've been looking at that one this afternoon. Let's just go to it real quick. US dollar. What a pump. And just that, it actually broke above that February 5th high, but not by much, and it's just barely above it. I think you'd be going up to 91, 92. Let's look at the daily. Really need to look at the weekly. But you just remember that that was a very pretty falling wedge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches on it, and it's like you broke out and just what was once resistance became support. You had bullish convergence on the MACD on the daily, but it was really the weekly that was the weekly in the ice line looking left, right? I mean, look where you went. You had 95% retrace on the US dollar since the COVID crash, and really nice bullish divergence. But why is this? Oh, that's 3-day. What the heck, man? Oops. There we go. Yeah, so this right here, I mean, it's like a bullish pin bar, and the bottom part of the wick of the pin bar goes back to an ice line from 2018. It goes back even further. Yeah, ice line from 2009, back from 1996. Yeah, so I mean that's what happens. Price downslope, price contraction, and then seller exhaustion. So beautiful, so textbook. That was really strong. A strong indicator or indicators implying a reversal to the upside. You're now getting it as you had a big bullish engulfing candle last week, follow through price action immediately this week. And so the ice line you're above right now is this. It's this back from 1998. The US dollar index is back above that. So historically, when you get above that, I mean, normally look what's happened in history, you know. I mean, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, eventually straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. When you break above it, you know, you go straight up to these areas and you get near the bottom again, but straight up, straight down. You get what I'm saying, right? So, I mean, being back above 91.42 is interesting, and it could be really good for the US dollar, but not really good for everything else. And one thing, not to scare anyone, but just so you know where Bitcoin was on this chart, right? It's an aggregate of different currency pairs, which comprises the DXY US dollar currency index. So back in 2013, the end of the Bitcoin bull cycle, right, was December of 2013. So it took about 6 months before the US dollar started blowing up. But that was it for Bitcoin, right? There was really nice textbook weekly classic bullish divergence at that area, and then the end of the bull cycle 2017, December, January 2017, 2018 right here. And guess what, man, if you could even believe it, very, very strong classic bullish divergence. And here we are again, more bullish divergence. I'm not saying the bull trend's over for Bitcoin. I'm just telling you, like, the really strong divergence you've had in the past that was very well respected in the end, right? It ushered in very nice markups. You get the same thing. You got the same thing right now. And now you're getting back above that ice line. So maybe the DXY is set up for a reversal that could take it to, I mean, what do you do in wedges, you know? Like height of the wedge to the low point of the wedge. 50% retrace. I mean, if you were talking about actual just any chart, it's not the US dollar, let's say it's Google or it's Amazon or it's Cocoa Futures or something, right? I mean, the bread and butter target for profit taking on these wedges is 50% and 618. So 96.13. And this could take like months. And 50% in the 618, which 618 is near that 97.30 area that goes all the way back to 1991. So, I mean, that is definitely where eventually the DXY could head to if it actually is going to really reverse here. As we've seen in the past, it has reversed. very well with this kind of divergence, but okay, that's your DXY. Is anyone here? Is this even live? Oh my god, probably gonna need more RAM on my laptop, which is insane. I don't even know how or why. Okay, so let's go switch back over to crypto. I mean, for a minute, because we kind of, you know, Bitcoin, and then nice bullish engulfing candle in the last 4-hour candle. Whew. Beautiful. All right, let's go to Ethereum that got hit, but if you can even believe it, didn't get hit as hard as Bitcoin. Wow, really? Yeah, kind of outperforming Bitcoin short term, and you know, still just another higher low for now. It's probably going to depend on what Bitcoin does. I thought at any point it could come and test 1386 to 1420, because we know exactly how important that is. That's the all-time high from 2018, right? And it's where, you know, so much congestion was going on just earlier this year in January. You never got there. And so you could always get there, and really that'd be a major real back test of a spring. But if it's so strong and just makes another higher low than the previous low before it, wow. It's just like hitting that 200 moving average, pulling a Bitcoin, it's doing what Bitcoin's doing. Just keep making higher lows and everything else will work out, man. I mean, I think there's tremendous amount of upside on Ethereum, assuming like the macro doesn't ruin everything, right? I mean, like, if you can even believe it, last year on Bitcoin, it looked okay until the COVID crash, until like the Black Swan events occurred, and everything reversed to the downside. Everything, man. Cash grab, liquidity crisis. You're hoping this time around we don't have that. Bitcoin's still in a very, very bullish trend. Crypto, for the most part, same thing. Yeah, people be like, oh, well, I mean, shouldn't gold be doing okay right now? Because people are scared. Nah, man, gold is, I mean, it's, sometimes it's for inflation, right? But it's normally a sentiment thing, and metals, gold right now is kind of like, sentiment's not that great. And I really do think on metals, like, a reason why sentiment's not great is because Bitcoin's gaining massive institutional adoption right now, and you know, $10 trillion market cap. It seems like, I mean, well, we got to go to gold. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm sorry, but that's the way live streams go, man. This is not, you know, you want to watch structured stuff, go watch Kramer. All right, he's live right now, I think, on CNBC. But real bad technical stuff going on with golds. That's why I'm a little worried about it. I mean, whatever, worried about it. Like, it's right, once it broke $1,750, $1,800. I mean, next stop based on history from all the way 2011 all the way to 2013. That's the only history you really have besides the straight line up we got, you know, last year. Right, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. You get it. Anything below 1750 eventually, every time in history, has found its way back down to the 1500s. So I think that's a very real possibility. Unless you get back above 1750, 1800, I can't be bullish on gold right now. Like, I was bullish until you broke this critical support. And I just presented my argument on why one can be bullish, and then when new data presents itself, you can't be bullish anymore. You have to be like, well, history's real bad in this zone here. But yeah, weekly cup with handle, sure, absolutely. Just make a higher low than this COVID crash low, and eventually it'll pivot and rally to the upside, and everything will be good. It's still inside the downsloping channel. Maybe it catches bids here, but there's nothing on the daily implying upside here. You know, gold's at its lowest relative strength since August of 2018. Jeez. Just hard being bullish on gold. If this was the Bitcoin chart, I'd be saying the exact same thing. But Bitcoin's not doing this. Bitcoin's making consecutive higher highs, higher lows in price discovery mode, right? It just is. Until you break below, again, I think the real low is like 43,500. I think Bitcoin's fine. Gold's just a different situation. It's not doing well. It was down like 1+% yesterday, right? What was it down? Oh, about 1%. I think everything kind of rallied at the end because think it was the Senate or whatever, they had a 51-50 vote that passed on the stimulus, but like I think there's just more stuff that has to happen now. So yeah, man, I wish I could feel better about gold. I will be when it gets above 1750 again, but just not. I can't until then. So
might be reversing off the bottom of an ascending channel, adding to why it is so strong right now.
Adding to why Ethereum, I think Ethereum's strong. Yeah, I like Ethereum. I mean, I went more long at that 1386, 1420 area. I acquired more position just for the long term. Dude, that's like that. If not there, where? I mean, like where would make the most sense? That's it. Once it got back above that 1386 and engulfed, it's like, that's really strong. It did exactly what normally it happens in this market, right? The scam out on the weekend, right? Everyone gets stopped out, and then on Sunday, engulfing candle back above 1386. Shh, really quiet. Everyone thinks the world's ended, but it didn't, right? That was the candle right there, back above, and look where you've gone since then. Not too much, but I mean, you know, from 1390 to 1536, pretty decent. And yeah, I mean, think about what could happen here, just outside the box thinking. What's up, Crypto Angel Theta pumping? Not surprised there. Yeah, someone was talking about on Patreon, maybe a harmonic. Sure, maybe a harmonic, dude. An X, A, B, C, D. Bitcoin 2, maybe. But again, I just think that momentum shifting structure, one bottom, a lower low. It's like kind of a double bottom here. I don't know, man. These are decent areas, and you'd think that the run up could take you to at least 1871, 1750. I think there's just more upside on this asset. Remember, like, I get it. There was a big bearish engulfing candle on the weekly, but dude, normally, like, how do trends and runs come to a close, to a conclusion? Attempted rallies, right? And you're beginning the attempted rally, but you haven't really gone deep enough. I don't think. I think if it was kind of majorly reversed, set 786 like Bitcoin, 55k, 1850s up here, that's where it could end. I mean, the hidden divergence is still in development. And the engulfing candle is still extremely valid until you get a candle close below 1420. That would invalidate the engulfing candle that's still active. FTM, my alert went off on that. Yeah, it completed. It got to the completion zone. Doesn't mean it's done. But yeah, it was just like, I think it was on like 13+%. And I'm like, beep, beep. I was on the road coming from downtown, and it's just like, all right, it made it. So you need now what? You need a reaction low and then a reversal low. You want a confirmation low there. So we still need more data. Okay, so I'm just, you can't be too worried about these assets. You can't be worried about Ethereum until it gets an actual confirmed serious low of below 1386, 1420. That's your breaking point. That's when you say, hey man, might not be good now. All right. Go to Litecoin, down 4%. Yeah, the idea that eventually, yeah, you're going to get ups and downs, but eventually this asset would meander on up to 228. Dude, there's no problem right now on this asset. It's just like the next low is 155, and look where you are. I mean, look what it's trying to do. It's trying to back test what was once resistance as support. I'm sorry, that's just not bearish yet. And the argument, like at any time now, well, I mean, you gotta maybe get a few more negative histogram wicks, convergence, and then if it got, you know, higher levels, then maybe hidden divergence like Bitcoin. Dude, this is okay. I mean, you get pullbacks. It happens. Remember, we were talking about literally yesterday, X, A, B, C, D, 786, you were at it, you pulled back, just like Bitcoin did. The mini cipher on the 60-minute, it pulled back there. Wow. So anyway, pulled back to back test to confirm to market participants, hopefully, what was once resistance is now support again. And now you're just hoping Bitcoin catches some bids. All right, Litecoin holds this, and then you start rallying, and eventually we see 228. And it might take a week or more to get there, but that's kind of the target up there. All right, Litecoin. There are seriously some assets on this market that, like Tron, man. Tron's doing incredible. Remember we were talking about yesterday on Tron, the breakout? Well, I mean, 2 days ago, if you're a patron, everyone was pinged about it, and then it broke out yesterday, then Bitcoin pulls back. It's not a big deal. Tron, look at it. Look at the back test. What was once resistance is now support for the first time, and you're fine, up 5.5%. What's up, Richard Trender? What's up, Scott Smith?
Scott Smith super chatted $49.99. News. Best show on TV.
Oh, thank you, dude, for the kind words. I don't know about that, dude. I'm not on TV. I'm on the internet, right? I guess I technically could be on your TV if you fire stick it or you know, mirror your phone or something, or the YouTube app. Thank you, dude. What's up, Travis? You were asking about Ethereum to BTC. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can look at that. We can look at it. Just point out Tron. I mean, like, for just updating. Tron was one, H-bar was another. H-bar killed it, man. It's up 25% today now. It's unreal. TA was so freaking well respected, man. Theta, so strong. Remember, Theta was one of the strongest assets out there, technically, based on its higher lows and its, you know, prices above the 200 moving average, drag and breakout, all that. We'll look at it. But Tron eventually target 5.6 cents, and then after that is I don't know. I would say probably 6.2 cents. So patience, man. On some of the, I mean, like, what do you think can happen? I mean, like, if Bitcoin craps out because of the macro, then altcoins are going to follow. But you can obviously see the outperformance on that sell-off. I mean, like, Tron didn't sell off near as bad as Bitcoin, and when Bitcoin started catching just a little bit of bids, look what's happened. You know, I mean, very strong. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for outperformers when you see the macro, when it makes its moves. And that can help you determine, like, what would be, maybe there's so many beanie babies out there, right? Trying to look for the best performers a lot of times. The ones that have responded extremely positive to Bitcoin making minor moves up, right? And when Bitcoin has minor moves down, you know, the ones that don't sell off as bad. And that's the same thing for all markets, right? I mean, okay. Ethereum to BTC. Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a minute. It's been a few days. Yeah, that sell-off continued, didn't it? After we confirmed what was once resistance is resistance again. Look at that back test, was perfect. Been selling off ever since. Yeah, the double top, right? That was our analysis, man. The double top, right? The double top, and one top you don't really know. The second top confirms it. But yeah, absolutely. It's just eventually going to make a higher low than the previous low. Maybe this is the low too. The back test of the spring, or sorry, the jump across the creek back test, and you're just at that right now. And yeah, I mean, you haven't seen positive momentum since February 6th, so it's been about a month since you've seen positive Momo on the daily here, and you could definitely argue hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram on daily, right? I mean, pretty much like this. Yeah. So yeah, it could be turning around soon. That doesn't always correlate into Ethereum just killing it. That just means, like, hey, if it outperforms and Bitcoin keeps selling off, I mean, maybe it just doesn't lose as much value as Bitcoin on the way down. That definitely is what this chart is. It's not about Ethereum's just going to moon, man, if this goes up. All right. Hey, Dennis P., thank you so much for joining the Patreon just right now. We got some more. Oh, yeah. Definitely got to do that real quick. I mean, I want to. So, new influx of patrons since the last stream. Gonna name those out: Ethan B, Wesley H, Nick, Moon Boys, Cameron, Enzi, Brent C, Nick T, Javier V, Samja, Rickshaw, Samuel, Trevor N, Winston H, and then Dennis P right there, Pavel O, Ryu, Dragons Dogma, Concrete King, Mikael M, Gar, Recruit, Ashanti H. Thank each and every one of you for joining the Patreon. Please be sure to see you on the Patreon and the Discord if you haven't. Big shout out to y'all. Much love. Okay, never mind. Not Ryu. Exclude Ryu. They don't count. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, you could be setting up for a continuation of the upside here soon. It's not that strong an argument, it's there, but, okay, you know, like you're back in the range, but you just, all Ethereum to BTC, all you care about, just keep on making higher lows than the previous lows, which it's been doing, and everything's going to work out. Eventually, it will re-break out of the range it's been in and could see the next targets, the next areas of congestion, right? And that means Ethereum will be doing awesome. You think, or Bitcoin's doing bad, right? So, okay, that's your ETH to BTC you requested. Sorry, you said it right. I just read it wrong. My bad. Oh yeah, Theta. That was a Theta, 12.58%. Remember that time? Hidden bullish divergence. God, hidden divergence at the demand line. But it was better than that. It wasn't just that. It was like some daily helped you, but then you had like this, just seeing it was perfect. Like Bitcoin wasn't doing this. Mostly none of the alts were this strong. Look at that 200 moving average, just one time double bottoming off the 200 moving average as well as off of the demand line. And that was how we got in on the first time. And yeah, man, Theta, let's hold on a sec. Do I still have that up? Oh crap, did I lose it? Yeah, I had to restart my PC, so never mind. That's okay. Oh well, $5 next target eventually. It's at all-time highs pretty much right now, and it's about to engulf. Hey, look at 420, right?
Is that a joint?
For the memes, we posted that as a psychological resistance. You broke it, you back tested it, you're engulfing. Break cooking going off the 420. Elon would be so proud. All right, it's the dragon with a legendary tail so far. There's your Theta. Not much more to talk about. But we were talking about this before it did any of this, and it looked good. It was one of the best looking ones. All right. Oh, let's do, before we get to the other requests, I mean, jumping around, but do you remember this? Remember that time the ICX was painting that head and shoulders, and now it's confirmed? Hey, it held the 200 moving average. Tested the 4-hour 200 moving average for the first time since October. Excuse me, November 2nd, whatever. What's up, Lucas? Thank you, dude, for the super chat. And yeah, shout out to Adam G. Thank you for spreading the word about me. I don't market. I don't do any marketing at all. I just it's word of mouth and YouTube algorithms and all that. So thank you. I appreciate the advocacy, but I don't want anyone to be obnoxious about me or anything. It's just like, hey, if someone talks about technical analysis, you know, that's what we do here. So you just got to wonder if that 200 moving average, if you're going to hold, because obviously those algorithms, those bots had bids set up right there like they did back here. You know, they did in November of last year. And that's, never saw it again, never even filled a gap. So, that's a very interesting spot. But if you can't hold it, you think you're going to at least back test September 1st's all-time highs. And that's, you know, closer to the moving average, the measured move of the structure. Right, and always the possibility that market conditions are just too effing bullish and there's too much fake money printer going burr, so it just underperforms, never hits the measured move, never hits the September high, and just keeps going to the upside like it's been happening, right? I mean, every time except the COVID crash, so. What, Brad? What are you talking about?
Hi, Mitch. How are you? Can we have an update on ZRX/USDT, please? Thank you.
I don't believe that. Okay, source or fake news, Brad, right? Rossman, oh my god! What's up, Midnight City? Thank you for the 20 euro super chat. Thank you, Rossman. Bossman, right?
Excellent, please iTunes it.
Sure. Thank you, dude. Someone's I just don't. How could you believe that? I mean, I just, you know. I don't know why y'all are giving, like, y'all saying that, because it's not here. Yeah, Dutchies, Netherlands. screenshot this, dude? Like, whatever you're talking about, why don't you screenshot it or something? Dude, there's just been too many bamboozles, right? Too many debating sessions for me to ever not be cynical again about stuff like that, okay? So, anyway, that's it, dude. You could see more downsides. It wouldn't be weird. There's not really an edge yet on the oscillators or anything, and the weekly was terrible. So you had the 4 hour and the weekly all implying downside. Okay, that was maybe the signal. I literally have no idea why people actually just taking some random source with no, it's not even a source. It's, trust me, bro. I'm a someone in the YouTube chat, right? What's up, Martin, dude? Let's go. Thank you, Martin, dude. Wow.
I'm busy today, but listening. Just wanted to say hi.
Well, hey, it's cool to be treated as a podcast. I'm in your ear, wherever you are around the world, global community. So thanks, man, for supporting the channel, the stream, community, all that. Much love. So I guess we do have another request, or 2, or 3, or 4 now, right? So Woody Wood.
Lidex/BTC.
All right, yeah. Well, look at that. If you want, thanks 2385, man. Okay. So anyway, I guess we move on from the I6. I mean, I guess we looked at gold. I mean, let's look at silver real quick. You know, all over the place. Index funds, commodities, all right, silver. And I feel real bad, man, about it. Like, once you broke $26, that was it, right? It didn't look good. It was just barely holding on, and then the big dump today, and that's it, man. Until you get back above $26, I don't like silver, right? You can't like silver until it gets above that area based on the context, all right? So look, and that's bad. Look what can happen. You remember this, the Head and Shoulders right there, where it went? I mean, you know, we did talk about anything above the previous low is okay, but you're getting pretty close to it, so better do something quick. Yeah, metals just suck right now. Okay, just had to look at that real quick. So let's go to the that other one. Which one? I remember this one, didn't I? I remember, right? Well, I remember a couple of handle stuff from a long time ago, right? Yeah, that was good. I mean, it wasn't really coupled handle. It was just like kind of a higher low double bottom. It looked good, but now at this point, Z1P. Why does it remember this, man? Could have sworn I remember this. It was doing something. Maybe I'm off here. It was another one, probably. Yeah, I think it was another one. So what do you want to see this for? You know, on the daily, nothing implying upside. You're below the old all-time high from August to last year, and you gap down, and the next target's 835 most likely. I mean, right? You sold off. You even back tested the old high as resistance, and now you're going lower. I mean, yeah, you get a gap fill or something, but that's the eventual target here. 835, I'm not really sure why you requested it, right? Eventually, hidden bullish divergence argument's going to happen, but you need some data. You need, like, reasons. You need to see the negative momentum waning. It's just building, right? Nothing. It's right at the equilibrium level, 47 on the RSI. Nothing implying upside right now on the daily. 4 hour. Oh, the 4 hours terrible too. I mean, God, there's just nothing implying upside yet. Even if it does go up, man, down 4% today. And yeah, you're probably like, oh, look, it's a wedge. Is this why you requested it? Because of this? I mean, it is a pretty wedge, but again, the wedge is there, but there's nothing else that can complement it. Nothing's complementing this wedge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. So it's a valid wedge near getting closer to the apex, but I'm sorry, like the oscillators in the 4-hour terrible, not implying upside, and the daily doesn't really look good at all yet either. So it's just cool edge, but nothing else. Right? What's your Z1P Australian Stock Exchange? Maximilian, dude, thanks so much for joining the Patreon just now. Boom. Thank you, man. Please be sure to send the Patreon to the Discord. You gotta do it. Gotta be in the Discord if you want the value. Yep. Join the Discord. You have to. Oh, I gotta pin that link. I'm gonna do that real quick. I don't know. Brad, I don't know, man. I'm not sure that's really a big deal or anything. I really don't know. Could be just whatever. Hold on. Getting this link. Alright, there you go. There's the Discord. Going on 13,000 members. Let's go, dude. Cool edge, but I'm left wanting on this one. Doesn't mean it can't break to the upside, but if you flip a coin, it can always land on heads or tails, so... Alright. Z1P. Hey, look, fill the gap. Sure, that could very well happen. So next one was, GNUS. I am a GNUS. Just kidding. GNUS. Genius Brands International. Nice. Nice pop. Real nice pop. What's up, Gerson, man?
Gerson tipped $48.53. You. I have learned a lot watching your show. Thank you. A/BTC. Thank you. Folded hands. Folded hands. 0.00100000 BTC.
Sure, yeah, we'll look at that, Gerson, man. Thanks for the 4853 of Bitcoin. Oh, I love the crypto contributions because, you know, they never go to fiat. They just sit and accumulate in that crypto account. So thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, man, I prefer in an ideal world at this point, nothing wrong with all tips being crypto. It'd be nice. So crazy, man. This one, like, hey, it broke the supply line and then pumped and dumped, right? Probably Wall Street bet stuff. But look what's happening. It's back. It's nearing that again. Extend this out just a little bit more. So I can't remember if, like, okay, this is cool. This is very good. No wonder you requested it. Look what it's doing today. After the probably Wall Street bets crap, 1 valley, 2 valleys, 3 valleys, 4 valleys, accumulations happening, hidden bullish divergence recently appeared on the day. Look at this, man. Woo. Nice stuff on the oscillators. It's still developing and maturing, and today you're up 24% roughly. Hey. Nice. So impending price action continuation being applied, and you're above a critical ice line that goes back to 2016. So anything above that is uber bullish. As you can see, what's happened in history when you get above that area for real, you pump and dump, or you have this huge pump and dump again. Like, so anything above 187 is really strong, man. It could be really good. Like this, it's like you closed at the supply line. My God, like just right at it. And you didn't technically engulf close enough to an engulfing candle. Nice volume. I mean, dude, anything on GNUS above 187 is bullish. Bullish. Anything below it could be bearish. So, and you know, so anything above the ice line with hidden bullish average of the daily, yeah, could be setting up for higher prices. Where, I mean, like, what can you do about targeting? I guess you could just reasonable target would be you know, 25% increase or something, right, to $3 or go up to $4 again. $3, $4. Wow, right? You break 2, you go to 3. You break 3, you go to 4. You break 4, you go to 10. So yeah, I mean, GNUS International is actually looking pretty good right now. Now, Remember, it's not always about the breakout itself, the break to the upside. It's about the fall through you receive. So you want to stay above that 187 for a while. You know, tomorrow, you always know when an asset has a 23% rise day, it could easily drop 15% and still be okay. What you want to pay attention to is 187 here on this one. So up so much on such a bad day for the macro. It was definitely Wall Street bets. Go figure, man. Yes, that's the scar that'll be there forever. It's like they branded themselves. Or they branded the charts. Okay, next one was Xerox. Down 6% today. Hidden bullish divergence, extremely real in its development, like Bitcoin, right? Just previous low to the much higher low, back above 133, very important. And that's it. Development is still very real on the MACD. So 4 hour. Everything above this area right here is bullish, right? ZRX remains bullish until it's with strong confirmation breaks below this zone here. That's the danger zone, the bottom of the range. All right. So Bandman Dan, thanks, dude. Bruh. Super Saiyan God.
Bandman Dan tipped $24.24. Hey Mitch, could we look at each other? Thinking bullish shark at the nearest support. I would think the edge still on the oscillators. What would one be looking for on the price action to get that edge?
We can take a gander, right? Add to the list. Thank you, man. So with this one, dude, yeah, I mean, you run up, you sell off. As long as you're above this, the upside's immense. It's, you know, you gotta have Bitcoin not crap out. Bitcoin looks okay too. What's up, Chuggy Chug Face? A chug would be a reasonable target. Oh, it's Thursday. I haven't drank in like a week, so literally a week. Get wrecked, dude. What's up, Element P?
Charger Sub 21 took $25. Hey man, just joining the analysis. Hope you're not buried in the West. Was hoping you had a second for Square daily, 4 hours at.
We can take a gander. One of those has been getting wrecked lately. Yeah, well look. Thanks, NASDAQ. So that's it. Understand, right? Like, everything's good, like, until you fall below 130, and then you might be screwed. Okay? That's it. So, like, trade setup still active, still fine. No, just relax, right? And also pray for Bitcoin. Okay, next one was... Remember, upside could take you all the way to 189. That's what I'm saying about ZRX. If you hold 133, 130 long enough, you eventually could see 188. That's it. We got less than 12 minutes until your daily candle close. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, that's up. Thanks so much for being here. Happy Thursday. Wow, interesting. Kind of interesting. We didn't look at this. Someone requested it before. You know, it broke that demand line and sold off, but now it's making a higher low than the previous lows and just rallying. It's almost like harmonic stuff, right? Almost too deep of a retrace here, but X, A, B, C, D to boot, and regardless. So, I mean, I guess the supply line was broken and it's running again. I made a lower low than the previous low. I don't know, man. Like, we consider this low risk, high reward opportunity. It's up 6.62%. It's just, look, all these BTC pairs, it's really tough for me to be really bullish on them. Just because we're talking about, maybe in the past it was different, but your denominator is an asset that has gained mass adoption from institutions, unlike the numerator like IDEX. Think about that. Your IDX is competing against a denominator that is like, if you haven't noticed, it is a new store value
Time to liquidate.
less speculative now. Has boomed in market cap, right? It's just, and it looks like it could continue booming. So it's just, that's why it's so tough for me to be cool with any of these Bitcoin pairs. Yeah, Nvidia getting wrecked, man. Broke that demand line. Yeah, it's just not good. Tech getting, it's just a macro thing, man. Really bad for tech. Value though, some value hanging in there. Kellogg, dude. Like, I just can't talk about that enough, man. It's so set up for much higher prices. So yeah, XABCD, and it could rally. And where would it go if it rallied? I mean, you're just thinking right here, like that 163 Satoshis. And look at its life. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, that's terrible lifespan. All it's done is made ranges and dumped to lower prices because Bitcoin keeps mooning. But yeah, now there's some accumulation down here, and it could rally 163. It breaks 163, then you're thinking probably right there 201. You break 201, 253. So just one at a time. I'm not sure. I'd be like, oh, it's a perfect trade setup because that's too deep. It's not a real conventional harmonic. Oh, oops, XLM. Next. Down 2%, so not too bad. Really, and just undecided, right? I mean, good God, it doesn't get much closer than this. Right, where you're showing all this accumulation, holding areas that were once resistance became support. You're still just right at that area. It's so undecided, man. It looks like a breakout is imminent almost. It looks like it's already kind of broken out. It's just been back testing all day today. The area that was once resistance as support, but you just don't know. Bitcoin has to catch bids. But the longer Bitcoin stays making higher lows, the higher the probability is for XLM to really break out to the upside. And yeah, again, the target has not changed. Targets, 52 cents, 58 cents will be the targets here if this actually holds. So tough to say, man. Like there were so many opportunities on XLM, so many over and over and over again on the way up, and now it's just a lot of indecision. I mean, the trend is bullish. You would think that if the trend continues, then yeah, this has got the opportunity to rally to much higher levels in time. But you got to have Bitcoin play ball. That's it. Jamil Z, thanks so much for joining Patreon just now. Please be sure to sync with the Patreon, the Discord. You have to do that. You got to be in the Discord if you're going to join Patreon. Don't join the Patreon if you don't plan on having Discord and being in the Discord. Okay, don't join, because I don't want to hear you complain at the end of the month when you leave. Oh my God, I didn't see anything go on the Patreon. It's like, yeah, because we articulated to you 10 trillion times to be in the Discord where all the value is. That's it. So just don't join Patreon if you don't plan on being in the freaking Discord. That's it.
Think the wheel needs some oil. Clinking beer mutts.
Does it? Well, the wheel's getting a little expensive again, right? Chug face. I can do it. I'm just being cocky. Why not? I like gambling too. Here's me gambling. I win. I won the gamble again. We'll see here. Okay, so it looks like I'm trending on the Netherlands YouTube, which I really don't know if that's a big deal or not. But grateful either way. If it's real or if it's a big deal, that's awesome. I don't know, if it's crazy or not. Let's see. So XLM, still just the same analysis the past 2-3 days. It's like, it's really close, man. Really close. Bitcoin keeps making higher lows. This thing's eventually gonna mark up 52 cents, 58 cents. We got 5 minutes or so till the daily close, and you're really close. It looks like right now you might not be bearishly engulfing, which is good. Always good when there's no engulfing. Well, I mean, I haven't looked at this in a long time, but you can see what happens when you hit ice lines from history, going way back. Okay, I mean, hey, these would be the targets, you know, like traditional market, right? So they obviously hit, and then, right, the trend reversed there, but you don't know. In a lot of downtrends, like you'll hit these targets and then you'll dump to lower lows and it'll keep going. But this was actually the reversal of the whole trend or the book. And so it's just continued on with Cardano doing very well. What's up, Chuggy Chug face? Is this thing on? Nope, it's not. Watch. Get wrecked. Easy. Alright, so cleaning it up. Probably just some sort of parabolic trend or something now. We'll look at the 2618 hit 3,056 sats, which is a resistance from history. Yeah, that peak from June of 2018 was tested and you reversed there. Ooh, and now you're below another resistance at 2458. And then the next, I mean, if you stay below this long enough, I think you go down to 1842 to 1948. That, look, I mean, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. So why would it, if it falls below 2458 and holds below it long enough, why would it not, based on history, go down to 1842 to 1950 just to say hello and do what it has always done historically between 1950 and 2460 or so, right? So that's it. Yeah, I mean, there's hidden bullish divergence for sure going on. Yes, on the 4 hour. All right, you got a low and now you got a much higher low, much higher levels, negative momentum. It's losing its negative momo, going closer to neutral. You probably want to have help on the daily. And daily's kind of not giving you any help, nothing implying up. If anything, there was bearish divergence on the RSI on that second peak, implying downside, and it looks like that TA was respected. I don't monitor it like this. So if you would have requested it while it was before it dumped, we're looking at it, so yeah, that's implying downside, and you got it. A bearish engulfing candle with fall through, and again, like historically, you'd think 1950, but and based on the daily, that makes a lot more sense. It could run up back test 2460 if we're selling off. Whatever. All right, that's your Cardano to BTC. Let's see. What's a gander, man? Big gander. Oh, cannabis, HLF, Herbalife, nutrition, or isn't that a marketing, multi-level marketing scheme or something? I can't remember. Herbalife, whatever life.
Chuggy diversion incoming. Playful face. You are a legend.
Nah, dude, no legend. Not a legend, just simple TA man. Get wrecked, dude. Thanks. So what? I mean, yeah, hidden bullish divergence maybe? Nah, never mind. It would be convergence at this point. I think anything above 42 could be really strong, right? I mean, that's the peak from 2013. You back tested initially a couple times in June of last year and got the rally, but man, it's been really tough to. There's not been enough demand to get it back up to previous all-time highs from 2018 and 2019. So you think that's probably where it's headed. I mean, I would think $42 is going to be tested again. And if you don't hold $42, you go down to $36.54. And that would make a lot of sense. But nothing really implies upside on HLFs. I mean, if you keep losing your negative momentum, maybe catch some bids and rally. And there's a gap fill at $56, but it doesn't look like a nice trade setup right now. It just doesn't. Now you're below the 200-day moving average for the first time since May of last year. So it's been almost a year since you fell below that again. I don't know, man. I get it. You're like, is this a left shoulder head, right shoulder? Maybe. But what happens if it goes to 36.50 again? So it was looking okay. And then it almost hit all-time highs and then it dumped, and it was earnings. Earnings killed the party. So anything above $42 is okay, it's safe. Anything below it, $36, and you can go much lower. That's it. So let's see if maybe an edge develops at $42 eventually when it gets there. All right, we got a new day on our hands. I don't know. I don't see anything that really sticks out as amazing here. Yeah, the short-term range maybe. You technically, I think you engulfed maybe. No, yeah, dude, there's nothing on the 4-hour or daily implies upside. But yeah, bottom of kind of a local range here. All right, back to Bitcoin. Let's look at that daily.
Hi from the Netherlands.
So Alex, Kara.
What are your thoughts on V? Can it go higher than BTC?
Spin that wheel.
I mean, I guess it could. Anything could happen. Anything can. But all depends on Bitcoin's cycle. Like, yeah, it eventually could go higher if Bitcoin keeps it going, but not if Bitcoin's trend reverses to the downside and we go through a 3 to 6 month long correction. So no, it couldn't then. But here it is, right? Let's zoom in on it. Did we get it? Oh man, technically it was a bearish engulfing candle. Gross. Yeah, technically covered the previous candle completely on the close.
I'm a patient man, playful face.
Are you? So chuggy chug face. Thanks, dude. Does that mean another expand? Sure. Oh, Heck too. Heck's in the mix. Get wrecked. That was for Heck. This one's for chuggy face. Nope, nothing. Get wrecked. Thank y'all. So there you go, man. Could have been a lot better of a close than what you had. Better than closing at session lows, but nothing to worry about for now. You're going to have ups and downs. You can come test the 200 moving average at 46K again on 4 hour. Heck, you come down to 44,363 again, and it wouldn't be the worst, craziest thing in the world. So Dow Jones 6 to the 5. Thanks, man. Yeah, so that's major, dude. That's major. You didn't think. I mean, they were just. I plotted resistance points that were real, created recently, and that's exactly where it reversed. You could legit look like this. Look at this, not like a wedge anymore. Just look at it like a range. Right? We like clean it up, get rid of the little Bukowski structure, and we just look at simple support resistance. Top of the range and then bottom of the range, right? Could be a Wyckoff reaccumulation range. That'd be awesome. Okay, man. You're range bound, and you're now kind of sitting near the middle of the range. And yeah, anytime you start pivoting above 43,500, the argument for hidden bullish divergence in the 4 hour develops. It starts becoming valid. So that you got that going for you, which is pretty good. All right. Can't be worried yet. You think eventually 55K, but you go down to test. My God, man! Look at the low of February 23rd, 45,443. What did that happen? And you bounce there. Hidden divergence would be no problem. So here's your typical Thursday, or only bad stuff that's been going on, you know. The FOMO of the markets, right? The romanticized period is done for now. Gambler's fable, let's go chug. Yeah, right, man. We went up on request. We didn't go up on the wheel spin minimum, so alright, dude, selling off some. I think we got through all the requests too. Well, again, with YFI, I mean, like, it's got no chance to go higher than Bitcoin if Bitcoin is done. Now Bitcoin keeps going and altcoins catch bids, right? Yeah, I mean, I think it could very well. It was getting real close. Was that true? Thanks for the 1,550 tuned in. Thanks for the less than 500 likes. Thank you. That's it, man. Right, what else is there to do? Go through the requests, we looked at the markets, Bitcoin's selling off, no one cares. Negative Momo just, oh, it's going to start building again, of course, right? What a joke. And there's another stream tonight, you know, we're just doing the Patreon stream Thursday night, so bring your own beer, I guess, if you want. Or don't. Sorry. Sorry, just hang in there, man. Hang in there, chat. We'll keep it light. All right, I'll wrap it up. Everything's kind of dead right now, right? Chat's dead. It's just like, man, one of those days. So, thanks for coming by. I appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'll be back tonight with Patreon. Till next time, respect the TA.
divergence chart, snaring phase.
Just remind me tonight and I'll spin for it. Thanks, man.
Turd nuggets.